Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. So, the Fear Air Jordan 4s are releasing this weekend. So, want to talk about certain things. You know, how's the fitting? How's the sizing? How's the comfortability? How's the quality? How's it compared to the 2012 compared to the new pair? I've already worn these, so I've already had a good feel and wear about these, and I've actually already worn these two as well, so I could also do a good comparison. And we also gotta do the standard. How do they hold up to the other Air Jordan 4s? This is basically the standard that everybody's going off for right now, the SB4s, because this was the new shape. Obviously the comfortability and the technology on the SB4 is a lot different, but you know, it's pretty similar, kind of like a Bread 4, not exactly, but it's, you know, they took variations, you know, like look, see this shape difference. This is the old pair. This is how it used to look like. See how that little poke? This is why Jordan 4s were so uncomfortable. So that way you guys can decide. I think these will end up selling out. I think these things will end up moving. So I would just say go with your true to size. Whatever your Air Jordan 4 sizing is. I heard horror stories where people are like, yo, the Bread 4s, I want to half size up because some people told me go half size up and it felt too big. Look, man, whatever your Air Jordan 4 like sizing is, the Fear 4s basically fit exactly like the Air Jordan Bread 4s, all right? Same thing, all right? The padding's basically the same, the shape's the same, so it's basically the same sizing. I know you guys gonna say, oh, duh, no shit, Chris, you know, Air Jordan 4s all feel like, not exactly, guys, because some people want to compare to the old pair, because you know these feel very less padding compared to the new pair. You know, it just feels kind of loose, kind of feel like a boot. Is definitely less comfortable, even though Air Jordan 4s are not really that comfortable of a retro. One of the least comfortable retros out there. Does it take the cake compared to like Jordan 1s and stuff? No, probably not. Jordan 4s are not that bad. There is still some comfortability. There is still some decent technology. I worn them all day at like events, walking around, and even actually going in the gym at them. And it's just fine. It's fine. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be my first pick of sneakers out there to walk around all day, but I think you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Quality-wise, we'll talk about quality-wise. How does it hold up to the 2012 and to the new pair 2024, 12 years later, right? I mean, so we had basically a decade to get it right. Honestly, I feel like they kind of cheaped out on the new pair compared to the old pair, all right? As in the material wise on the outside, like the new buck, it's not smooth and it doesn't move like this. This kind of feels like suede. It is new buck though, but it's nice, man. This one is just flat, all right? But again, it's all right. It'll get the job done, you know. At least we're getting a Fear 4. Coloring wise, definitely the OGs are way better. Look at that light gray. Look at this look to it. Oh my goodness, it's so nice and clean. That's why I want to get the old pair, because to do this type of comparison, and I'll probably end up wearing my old pair more if I want to just flex out. These would just be one of my dailies that I just kind of want to rock out. Netting wise, again, the bigger hoses on the netting on the newer pair right there. You see the netting. This is more just thinner. It's actually connected to the actual fabric on the back. This is where you can actually move it. So again, comfortability wise, technology wise, these are actually kind of better. I'm not saying one's better than the other. Both have their pros and cons, right? I mean, obviously this is gonna be an older pair, so there's gonna be a lot more messed up pairs out there. So it is good to have a nice, clean and fresh pair. So again, sizing wise, that's probably gonna be the big one. Just go to your true to size, or whatever your Air Jordan 4 sizing is. Some people go a half size up. I don't. I think they fit too dang on big if they do that. You know, it's the padding and everything. It feels way better if you just go your true Jordan size. It feels just right. They do end up sitting. If they do in your local store, maybe you can try it on and just see how it feels, and then you can go from there. But you know, with the white bottoms, you might, you know, some stores don't really like you guys wearing their shoes. They just want you to go ahead and buy it and get up out of there. But quality wise, another thing about quality is the creasing is really bad on these, man. I mean, I've only did a couple things and it's already creasing pretty bad already. So the creasing will get pretty bad. In the new buck, again, I didn't wear these like in the rain or anything like that, but you guys can already see kind of like on the toe box, the tears, wear and tears right there. I mean, it just doesn't, I'm not sure if these are gonna hold up just because it is nubuck. It's not like the Bred 4s where it's all leather. I don't have to worry about if it's raining. I don't have to worry about it snowing. This, on the other hand, I will have to be a little bit more aware where I go when I wear these. Like, you know, I probably don't want to go to a crazy restaurant where they're gonna have a whole bunch of sauces everywhere and I might spill it and I'm gonna mess it up. And you know, once you spill on the nubuck, it's pretty much game. Craftsmanship. The craftsmanship, even like right here, you can see the glue stain a little bit. I mean, that's just kind of notorious how it is with Air Jordan 4s. I'm wondering what it's gonna look like on GS sizes because they always mess up the GS sizes pretty bad on Air Jordan 4s. I mean, the rubber netting on, or the eyelids is actually, you know, it's very thin, but you know what? It's doable. It's a little bent, it looks like, but it's okay. It'll be doable. And the padding on the tongue is a lot more thicker compared to the OG. This is way more thinner. Like I said, these just feels very less padded, if that makes sense. You know, this feels more padding, so it's a little bit, it's not tight, but it feels like more cushion. I'll say that it's more cushion, so it is decently kind of comfortable compared to some other every other Jordan 4s. Got some widow's peaks right here, some of the cuts. I mean, I'm just nitpicking. Look at the toe box right here. See, and even the toe box is a little bit bigger in the spacing, so that way, because I always have bad time with Jordan 4s that my pinky toe be barking, it be hurting, especially after walking all day on Air Jordan 4s. These not too bad. And again, they, you know, it's the same thing how it was with the Bred 4. So there is definitely more spacing, so my toes is not hurting as bad. So I remember I actually did walk around these all day, and yeah, my feet was hurting quite a bit, and I could not wait to you know, move on and wear like some New Balances or something, because I had to go walk around the city. I was in New York, I think it was, yeah, New York City at the time. Tell me, because I really like this smoked out darker gray compared to that lighter white gray. So that will get messed up, man. So like in the rain or just any kind of like type of wear, it will, you know, show a lot more compared to something like this. But I mean, again, man, I wish they would have just did the exact same color, the exact same thing, because even the black looks a little off too. I mean, it looks a little more greenish or so. This looks more like just darker gray. I wish it had this mechanic in this color. That's all I'll say, okay? If that makes sense. Like the technology and everything, like the padding and the shape and all that, but just the colors, I wish it was, you know, from on here. That's it. If they would have did it, it would have been spectacular. I think that's the one thing about these new shoes that Nike does, man. The old ones, we get so used to the old pair. That's probably why a lot of people kind of dismiss the military blues, because the coloring wasn't like how it was with the older pair. And I get it. It's like the 98 pair, you know, and it's close to the OGs, but you know, people were used to that, the cocaine white and that bright blue from the 2012. And same with the Fear 4s. We were so used to how this looks, and now this kind of looks just more like, you know, like an infrared with a little bit of the speckle, so it does have a Fear 4 to it. But hey, if you guys never own the Fear 4s, I definitely still say it's a cop, and it's definitely a must. For me, it's still must a cop. And you know, I just love the Fear 4s. I think it's a great colorway. It's one of the best non-OG colorways. You know, it has everything that you could ask for. It has that nice and dark colorway, the fear factor, the speckles and everything. I mean, it's a good looking shoe, and they look great on feet too as well. So that's just me, guys. Anyways, man, I hope everyone out there try to cop these things. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult, but I have been noticing, not as of lately, Nike has been cutting back on production, so just be prepared for that. All right, just saying, they've been cutting back, so things are not going to be nearly as easy And we got some other things to talk about because there's a lot more other GRs out there that we thought was going to be a lot more pairs. It seemed like Nike cut everything in half. So just be prepared for that, all right? Hey, guys, all right. I hope this video helped you guys out from deciding how you're going to end up buying the Fear 4s about sizing-wise and if you actually want it, quality-wise. You know, again, quality-wise might not be the best, but it's, you know, it's okay, you know? It's just things, it's just like every other regular Jordan 4s that we've been getting lately. It's the same quality like the infrared 4s that we got and stuff like that, you know? All right? Anyway, guys, hey, just want to say, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at Drummer Chris on IG, sometimes on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm Drummer Chris. Peace.